This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Scott. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. NC State going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Rushes on him, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here comes the hurry up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run it from the gun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running inside, it's Turner. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Hicks. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the six. Get the pick six.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on third down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. NC State quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air, it's Bailey. Under fire, and it's a sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Touchdown, Panthers. Stealing a score on special teams.
Man, what a great way to start this football game. You do exactly what you want to defense. You force the punt, and then special teams comes up special. How about the punt return? That's how you start a football game. That's how you grab momentum. Nice job catching it, fielding it, using his blockers, taking it all the way to the house, and taking control of this football game early.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires it down the seam. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy, because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to...
He's loose on the left. The 30. At the 20.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Quick spin on the run. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a big play. He's got it down the right side. Oh, a lot of space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Panthers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
On 4th down, going to the air. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Scott. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He wants to change this route.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 390, Twilight, Mustang, Mustang. Skate. Go.
Wants to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Ready. Stack. Bow. Magic. Hawkeye. Icy. Move.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit right back to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
Team. Ready.
On the move. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Fields. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now on the move. Makes it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State going up tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
NC State will pick up the 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Scott. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
2-14 close. 2-14 close.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Stepping to the right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle and the clock winds down here late in the second quarter. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
To the air, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Jackson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running inside, it's Scott. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 9 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's USC looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
Got enough for the first. Running free. The 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Panthers! And that one will give them the lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. 1 play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Oh, he's got some space. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll move the wide receiver.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good...
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll try to move the chains on fourth down. NC State comes to the line. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. Trying the left side. And he's dragged down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt pushing the pace.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Moving out to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Using his feet. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires downfield. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and, man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to pass on second down. Throwing on the run. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
NC State quick to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
To throw, it's Bailey. He fires one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got him. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback may change this route.
Mustang. Stack.
To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Got his man. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Wants to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down. They're
dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Fighting off the defender. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there. They're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score.
Opposite.
Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, NC State! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Floating away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Here's a little room there. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 20. That's a 1st down for the offense.
The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Trying play action. Fires it incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Gonna run it. It's Turner. Fights off a defender. Breaks into the open. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, at this point of the game, with this field position, with only a few ticks left on the clock, I think the safe move, obviously, punt the ball away, trust your defense, get it to OT, and go try to win it there.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The run inside. It's Scott. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, NC State.
They'll send out the kicker here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these.
Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Pitt right back to the line. In the red area, it's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Using his legs, it's Turner. Touchdown, Panthers. They strike first in the extra period.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. One play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. You kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for two and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment right now and get the W?
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
180 race call. 180 race win. Bender.
He wants to throw it. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for room, it's Turner. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. The idea here in overtime is first, move forward, and at least they do that.
And listen, long game, fatigue comes in. Can I run the football, wear them out even more, and keep my offense in position to be successful?
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. Third and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Pitt! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. to the ground with the back. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Quarterback keeper. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try gets it done. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches